Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Koco from DAVCocio.com. And I did do a review of this show already in front of the Tokyo Dome, but I was freezing and I just wanted to clear up my thoughts. Plus, it was really windy. I apologize. I have to get one of those tiny mics and hold it. But like, hey, I'm in front of the Tokyo Dome. How you doing? Overall, I give the event a win. It was an emotional night. It was a fun night. We always ask you win, loss, or tie. This one I feel like would be hard to review just because, like if you say anything bad, people are like, oh, you're a fucking dick. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll wear the bad guy hat. I still give it a huge win. It wasn't a perfect show, but, it was Great Muta's last match, and that's why we're all there, so we're super happy for it. And I just want to do an open letter to Muta. I know he probably won't watch, but, it's always fun to do these open letter contents. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything. When I was a little kid, hard times. Life was rough. And I just remember pro wrestling was always there for me. Pro wrestling was always there for me. And you were always one of my favorites. You, Ric Flair, and you opened up the door to more Japanese wrestlers. And even when the product was bad, you were never bad. I know there'll be some edgelord. I don't think I've ever met anyone that knows about the Great Muta or Keiji Muto that ever had anything bad to say about him. Now that I've said it out loud, there'll probably be some edgelord. I've always hated Muta. He's always been one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, if not my favorite. I got to see him as White Ninja in FCW, or one of the versions of FCW. Him in WCW was amazing. The crossover events they had were amazing. And I was lucky enough to sign up for the military and come here when I was 17. And I just fell in love with the Great Muta. I was like, I want to go see the Great Muta live. I want to go see, Keiji Muto. And never once did I feel like an idiot for watching you, for spending money. It always felt real. It always felt amazing. And not realizing, oh, it's a shoot, kayfabe, 1940s. Realizing, I know you went out there and busted your fucking ass. Lately, we'll get to Okada defenders. Lately, I got a little bit of a rep for being a fucking dick in pro wrestling and on YouTube. I'm like, dude, he's not giving it his all. Never said that about Muta. Never. Not once. I don't fucking ever remember. And here's the thing. He was injured. He got older. He adjusted. He recreated himself. He's up there, A lot of people talk about Chris Jericho, and I was like, oh, Chris Jericho is just like Muto, always recreating himself. Now, granted, I don't remember. I don't remember the Great Muta doing. Well, I don't even know what is your gimmick now. I don't know. But I've always appreciated, always loved you, and always appreciate you being there. And pro wrestling has always been there for me. I had a rough childhood. The Marine Corps infantry, at times that could be a tough job. Traveled around the world through the highs and lows. Pro wrestling has always been there for me. And in some way, the Great Muta has always been there for me. I always remember coming to Japan, and I'm not one of these guys that loves Japan. I don't hate Japan. Usually most foreigners that live here love it and blindly defend it. I don't understand humans' obsession with blindly defending something. I don't fucking understand the obsession with it. I don't, corporations, movies, wrestlers. I don't like. And the same thing when I ran a pro wrestling company, I never fucking blindly fucking defended my company. I always looked to improve it. I remember like the wrestlers would come up to me like, what do you think about match? Like, do you want honest feedback or do you just want to fucking get your fucking dick sucked? And some of them would just be like, oh yeah, whatever, dude, I'm gone. And someone would like really want feedback, and it was amazing. And I got to meet you a bunch of times, and you were the Michael Jordan of Japanese pro wrestling. Probably if the world was flatter when you were young, and that's a globalization term. I'm not a flat earther. There'll be some fucking dumbass that thinks that. God damn it, I forgot. I gotta fucking dumb everything down. Before the internet and the way the world changed. Before the internet and the way the world changed, if you were in your prime, I think you would have been a star. I think if people's minds were opened and they could check out other stuff, it's crazy because, it took forever to watch people to get to watch New Japan. Now it's getting them forever to watch Noah and Dragon Gate and all that. I just can't wait for in the future that the world will be more opened up, A, through the internet, A, through, knocking some of these copyright laws down, and B, just people not loyal to and blindly defending something. I can't wait for those days, because I think those days Muto would have been a star. Muto would have been as big as Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, if not bigger. And in Japan, he's huge. He's one of the best. And when I got to talk to you, you were the Michael Jordan of Japanese wrestling. In my eyes, maybe the Michael Jordan of all professional wrestling. It would have been so easy to tell me to fuck off. It would, and I would have respected it. I'm like, hey, Muto, what's going on? Hey, what'd you think of the match? And I was like, hey, you want me to be honest? And he probably doesn't remember this. But he's like, yeah, always be honest. And then fucking we had a conversation. And not once did he fucking say, I'm the great Muto. Not once did he just fucking listened. Fucking said, thanks for the feedback. And was respectful. And not everyone's like that. And it was shocking. It was shocking how much the athletes tried. And now this is just for the great Muto, the Musketeers, the Pillars, the Dream Team, if you will. When great Muto ended his career, he walks off, there's fireworks. They show the Three Musketeers. You're thinking about Liger. You're thinking about Misawa. You're thinking about the Three Musketeers, Hashimoto, Muto, Chono. And it's the first time ever in my life I was like, the YouTube channel's not doing well. I'm like, yeah, I'm working on something behind the scenes on pro wrestling, but I can easily drop it and still make huge profits. That was the first time in my life that I was like, I could walk away. I walked away from being in the business. I've worked for every major promotion in the world. Not named Ring of Honor and AEW. Tony Khan, what the hell? I'm just kidding. I've worked for every major promotion. And I remember I walked away and be like, no, I just want to be a fan. I just want to be a fan. That's it. And I was like, you know what? I'll do YouTubes. I'll do podcasts. I'll try not to fucking, be a dick and be like, I was in the fucking business. I'll try not to be that. But I never thought about not being a fan. And I'm even thinking about doing a project here in Japan just because, I think wrestling should be this way. And there's not a product that's not like that. That's when you should do it. It's kind of like, oh, I'd love to write a book like that. Oh, I haven't heard of a book like that or something that does it. And then you go do it, It's some extra motivation. I was like, no one fucking knows about this secret project. Who the fuck? Slide that right under the rug. But I was like, the Ligers, the Muto, the Hashimotos, the Misawa, Chono a little bit. I'm going to give Chono his respect. I don't feel like I had a connection with Chono as I did with the rest of them. And I was like, they'll never be the same. Muto fans don't blindly defend Muto because he's Muto. He didn't blindly defend Muto because he was in a different company. And just their quotes, how they handle themselves, always trying in the ring. If they're injured, they're like, all right, how do we hide that injury? Okay, how do we have great matches and still not do it? How do we recreate ourselves to go with our age or our abilities? They were amazing at that, and I got to talk to Hashimoto. I got to talk to Misawa. I got to talk to Muto. And I've talked to some of the American greats. Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, North American Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Well, not Cody Rhodes. I apologize. Dusty. The Rhodes family minus Cody. I meant to say someone else, but Roman Reigns, and they come off different, dude. They come off different. They just had a pride about it that you can't describe. That it's not a Japanese thing. It's not an American thing. You know, it is a pro wrestling thing, but it's also that class of athlete. And I'm going to paraphrase here, but Muta saying, I give everything I can to the professional business. I want to give more, but I can't. My knees only have 7 more matches. Who in today's athletes do you see doing that? Liger in Kamata saying, I'll never take off the mask because without the mask, I'm nothing. Liger is everything. Who would do that? Who would go in the fucking ring and have matches like Misawa? Hashimoto, night in and night out. There was a part of me that's like, if I stop watching pro wrestling right now, this would be the perfect ending. I saw my hero show respect to other heroes, and I don't know who's going to fill in that shoes. Who's going to fill in those shoes? I don't know. And nowadays, I don't think you have to fill in the shoes. I don't picture anyone putting their heart and soul into something. I mean, they'll say they'll do it. They'll say it, but they won't do it. Do you know what WWE's #1 response was to everything? It's just wrestling. None of this fucking matters. It mattered to Muta. It mattered to Hashimoto. It mattered to Misawa. It fucking just mattered. And I don't know, maybe I'm getting nostalgic. Maybe it's Jordan LeBron type debate. But it was the first time in my life I'm like, this is the perfect ending. The YouTube channel's doing fucking dick all. No one knows about the private project, even if the private project's going to take off. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the end of the road. This is the end of the story. I don't know. Because I remember leaving the Tokyo Dome going, all my favorites are gone. You know, it's kind of like the UFC now. I don't really watch the UFC anymore. I'll dabble. I'll check in. I'll giggle. But I don't know. I have to find some athletes, some wrestlers that are as passionate as me. And I don't know if that exists. And like what I want might be gone. You know, and now no one really had a vision like these men did. They just blindly defend corporations. And whenever the corporation changes, they go with it. You know, it's like real life Vince McMahon, Stone Cold storyline. And speaking about real life Vince McMahon, Muta, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't say it enough for the memories and for your, just amazingness. Speaking of the rich get richer, no one's mentioning this because, we don't want to ruin Muta's night, but Muta, if you don't want me to be a dick, you can step out. Like Muta's going to watch this shit. Thank you for the memories. I was shocked that every rich company won. If you want to know the power structure of what's going down in Japan, that was it. I said that if I was Pro Wrestling Noah right now, I don't know how much money you still owe New Japan. Find a way to pay it back. Find a way to pay it back. You outdrew Wrestle Kingdom. You outdrew them. You had the whole world, that's not fair. We had all Japan behind you. If you're a Pro Wrestling Noah athlete, I know I'm like, hey, you got to try, but you could skip around. Muta, Misawa, all those guys, they all went to where they could be a star, And I don't know if being a Pro Wrestling Noah athlete is even worth it anymore. Okada talks about this World Cup. But if you look at the finances, I know it sounds like stock investments. Everyone that came from a more expensive company won. And I was just like, oh, this is weird. I mean, you might as well have called it a New Japan event. You might as well have called it a New Japan event. If I am a Pro Wrestling Noah athlete, and I just saw that we outdraw Wrestle Kingdom on multiple shows, I just saw that went from bankrupt, from the steel line from Cody, undesirable to undeniable. You know, I might have messed up that phrase. Sorry, Cody. And on the biggest show of maybe Pro Wrestling Noah's business career, you went over against New Japan. How much money do you still owe them? If you are a Pro Wrestling Noah athlete, how can you trust this company? How can you trust them? It's like, okay, well, we make more money than Dragon Gate, so we beat Dragon Gate. Oh, we make more money than All Japan, so we beat All Japan. We have more money than them. Oh, New Japan. Oh, we owe them money? Even though we're outdrawing them? We still, how much money do we owe them? Ghetto, how much money they owe? I'll get to you later. I find it to be amazing that there wasn't negotiations. From now on, if this is the trend of supercards, I would rather have supercards be a display of talent. Here's a DDT match, here's a Noah match, here's a Dragon Gate match, here's an All Japan match, because then you can go to this universal company, this universal event, and go, ooh, I didn't know All Japan could wrestle like that, as I did at the Tokyo Dome. I didn't know they bounced back so much. I'm an All Japan jerk. They're so kind to me. I got to cover them more. So I don't fucking get it. Like, as the night went on, I was like, oh, this is kind of fucking rough. And I feel like people are afraid to say it because we love Muta too much. You know, there'll be those that blindly defend New Japan, blindly defend, Noah. But in reality, you want to see a story be told. And who knows? Maybe New Japan will return the favor. Ghetto. Give it up. Fist bump. I'll give you that one. You evil fuck. Ghetto says hello. I don't know. Like, it would be like Vince McMahon doing the invasion, and without Panda's screw job, he's just like, we're WCW now. It would be like AEW buying WWE and be like, fuck the Elite. It just made no sense. You're becoming a bigger deal in Japan than them. And they just came in and swept you. What's the point? What the fuck is the point of any of it? Like All Japan, Dragon Gate, I know they were bitching before. And I was like, why are they bitching so much? And then I watched, and I was like, oh, you know what? Dear All Japan and Dragon Gate, I apologize. I thought you were the bitch, but now I see that there's no reason for this. And no one's going to mention it because it's Pro Wrestling Noah. I mean, I'm sorry. It's because of Muta's retirement match. And I was even thinking about not mentioning it. I know I met up with a couple Japanese friends, and they all like, that Japanese noise. It's true, but should we say it? The next big cross-promotion thing, especially in Japan, I feel like AEW and Impact do this a lot better. So far, knock on wood. There better be some of the smaller companies beating some of the bigger companies. Because if not, why, when it comes to negotiations, why would anyone stay with Noah? Why would any athlete stay with Noah right now? You outdrew Wrestle Kingdom. You have fucking more sponsors than them in Japan. You just had one of the biggest fucking shows ever. You've been fucking out drawing them prior to Muto's retirement. Why? Like, it's kind of like, you know, they get too close to the sun and give up. And I don't just mean Noah. I feel like AEW gets too close to the sun, they give up. Impact gets too close to the sun, they give up. The XFL gets too close to the sun, they give up. And I don't know. It's kind of an interesting situation. So there you go. And I just wanted to read this comment. Here's the thing. I like having conversations with you guys. If I can go big screen for a second here, boys. I like having conversations with you. And this is why I like Twitch a little more than YouTube. Oh, I wonder why I'm not a paid partner. I do like Twitch a little better, and I also like YouTube a little bit live better. And maybe I'll start doing live shows. Because, like, sometimes you get, like, the snarkiest comments in the world, and I'm okay with that. And then, like, I answer them back. And then, like, this generation's, like, we'll say the rudest things in the world. Like, Bear, you're fucking stinky. Boo, Bear. But as soon as fucking Bear says anything, insult me once, Bear.
You cutie.
Okay, that's not an insult, Bear. You're fucking part of the problem, Bear, not part of the solution. But as soon as, like, someone says something snarky and you're like, okay, so we're having a conversation. And I've had it where, like, you're like, oh, well, you're just triggered. Like, no. Like, if someone's having a conversation and then you have a conversation, then that person responds back. Unless you're Bear Friend, because I'm so damn adorable. But I was like, oh, what I'll do is I'll do Stump the Idiots. And I was like, even I'll do Stump the Idiots on snarky comments. And every time I do a Stump the Idiot and snarky comments, you go, oh, you're just triggered. No, I'm not triggered. That's how conversations work. Unless you're Bear Friends. Don't be as dumb as Bear. And then the second one is, oh, you're just a bully. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't fucking get it. Do we live in a world where just like, you fucking suck? Well, about me sucking, I like to make a counter argument. You're triggered. You're a bully. It's like, I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, I had to delete one video. Because I responded to someone. And then they accused me of being a bully. And I was like, well, no. And like a lot of times, maybe it's the accent. Maybe it's because I focus too much on the negative. I don't know. I don't see myself as a bully. And I was going to make a separate video about this. But like, there's people that like left a comment. I won't say names. You can delete the comment and I'll deny you were there. We'll say RV. And it was about me talking about Okada doesn't try as much, you know, and in the video, I said, you know, he had two, in America and in the Tokyo Dome, he had 2 short matches. He's doing a little bit of tricks to stall, but it's just because I've seen so many Okada matches. And then, this is what he hits me with. Let's go read. Okada working house show style against Kiyomiya is still an absolute monster. All right. That's like, I'm saying that he doesn't work that hard, and he did the last 2 shows, and you say, yeah, he doesn't work that hard and he's still great. That's like having a debate and saying, I think you committed a crime. And you're like, what? I did commit the crime, but I did it awesomely. I don't know. Like, I can't get, like, I've never had someone yell at me and actually agree with me. And I'm not saying yelling, but like, you know, making a point. But I don't want to bully or trigger someone. But it would be like, yeah, dude, it's so dumb, I can't even make up a fucking thing. So basically he goes, Okada working house show against Kiyomiya is still an absolute monster. All right, so I'm just saying that Okada's a great person and he mails it in and doesn't try. And your statement is Okada's working house show style. Unless house show style is some fucking DJ thing that I don't understand, house show style doesn't mean he's doing good. That's not a compliment. I don't know if someone told you that's a compliment, but it's not. That is literally called mailing it in. Oh, what a great match. House show style. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's a WWE fan and they actually try at house shows. I don't fucking know. Maybe I'm fucking old. But if someone says house show style, that's not a compliment. Like when I back in my day, when you said, hey, dude, that's a house show style match, that wasn't a compliment. It wasn't a compliment. That's why he's the best. So he's the best because he chooses to be lazy. We can lie to ourselves for the gimmick, but why harbor lies and just accept reality that Okada's the best? Now, I don't know, like, did we break the fourth wall? Are we staying in kayfabe land? Are we not staying in kayfabe land? I don't know. I was going to do a separate video on this, but I just found it amazing. Yeah, so as I say, I always try to be genuine take on all my views. A bit of jokes thrown in. If I was lying, and I know like that's a big thing because Jim Cornette has to make fun of Kenny Omega for the rest of his life because he's already hitched his wagon to that. Here's the thing. If I wanted easy views, I'd make fun of Jay White, but I said Jay White improved. If I wanted to lie and get easy views, I wouldn't give Okada credit for the America match and the Tokyo Dome match. It's just, it doesn't fucking make sense. It doesn't make fucking sense. And then I gave him some homework assignments. And then the big question is, are you defending Okada for Okada? Or is it because you love a corporation over another corporation? I don't know if he'll respond. He might delete. I'm not bullying. We're just trying to have a conversation here. But here's the thing. Back to Muta, because that's all that matters. I don't remember having to defend Muta for the sake of Muta. I don't remember in the history, and I'm just throwing that class. Muta, Misawa, Hashimoto, Chono, even though I wasn't as close. Liger. Did I say Misawa? Misawa again. I never remember going, oh yeah, they're not trying. Oh, I have to defend them. Never. He's like, there's the fucking product. Look at it. It's amazing. So that's where I'm going with that. And I did the topics first before they did the matches, just because I'm going to go through the matches pretty quick. This was supposed to be a short video, and I'm already at 27 minutes. Maybe I should have broke it down into a bunch of videos. All right, let's break this down. Me and Bear were there. Bear, win, loss, or tie, what did you think of Noah's last event? Dude, hold on. Before you answer, let me tell you something, boys. I dated her, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago? We married a month? 5. So we dated for 5 years, got married. If you are not fucking strong enough for my reviews and you think they're negative, holy shit. My standards are down here to Bear Friend standards. She's like, if you're not as good as... Let me quote you on some of your quotes. If you're not as good as Ibushi, why should I pay for you?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, dude, if you say that on YouTube, they would fucking cry.
Why?
Because they're bitches, bro.
I like Ibushi wrestling.
I know you like Ibushi wrestling, but yeah, like, I'm just saying, you think I'm fucking harsh? And here's the thing, I'm actually thinking about either not doing Okada matches or just be like, if he mails it in, be like, it's just an Okada match. So fucking delusional people are like, it was fucking amazing. And the ones that know will be like, yeah, I know. It's just because, out of the fucking 20 years I've been doing this, I've never put over Okada on this channel. Fucking. Dude, I am not even doing this on purpose. I literally... Bear, how much Okada merchandise do I have?
Oh my gosh, too much.
Bear, when we first started dating, and when we first starting dating 5 years ago, did you honestly question if I loved Okada more than you?
Well, yeah, more time.
But no. Anyway.
It took you 5 years to snap out of it.
Well, he stopped trying. As soon as he starts trying again, I'm on board. The last 2 matches have been pretty good. He's been shortening them up. Oh, dude, don't even get me started. Bear Friend fucking shits on him more than anybody. Bear. All right. Win, loss, or tie. You were there live in the Tokyo Dome. What do you say? What do you give it an overall rating?
Overall?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Muta. I like Muta's
Everyone
entrance.
loves Muta. Muta's entrance. Oh, yeah, when they switch the music. Oh, the emotions. I was
only
crying like a
remember
bitch.
that.
All right, so that's all you got out of it.
Yeah.
Bear loved Muta's entrance.
Oh, and how Muta let Chono win.
Yeah, Muto let Chono win. That was adorable. I loved it.
That's all I have.
Matter of fact, do you think we should have special segments? because you've obviously forgotten a show because you have the attention span of a Dalmatian. Plus, we're 87 years old. If we go live, should we do reviews with Bear Friend? I swear the internet would cry.
Why?
Because you say shit that they would just be like, ah! Because everything, it's like Marvel. You know how all the people have to say it's amazing no matter what?
Yeah.
It's like that times a million.
But I'm being honest.
I know you're being honest. It doesn't matter. You lie. You're a player hater. The only way you can make everyone happy is that you have to go all in on the hatred or all in on the love. If you're in the middle, you're fucked.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Okay, then I don't.
Here's an example. I really hated Jay White winning an IWGP title the first time. So then people were super happy and hated me. But then I said, oh, he's improved a lot. And they were literally confused. They're like, what? You gotta hate or love. You can't say people improve or get worse. Does not compute.
Well, the Jay White.
No, Jay White. You know what? Bear Friend hates fucking Jay White. The crazy part is, you really hate Jay White, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's 10 times better than when he was the champ.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Straighten his hair.
Oh, that's all he does is straighten his hair. Bear, you're getting fucking hate mail. Send it to @Bear. This Twitter account doesn't exist.
Yeah, if you are gonna mess with your hair that much, then tie it up in the first place.
All right, Bear. So you gave the intro a win, his introduction a win, and Chono a win. All right. What about our boy Ninja Mac?
Ninja Mac, I love Ninja
Yeah,
Mac.
we do love Ninja Mac. All right, let's break this down quickly. Bear, I said I was gonna do a short video talking about Noah. We just hit the 30. That was like the halftime show. We just hit the 30 minutes. All right, Kitami and Abe. This was the YouTube pre-show. Kitanabe and Abe win. They are tag champs. And Nomura and Yano. It was fun. Yano's really improved a lot. I don't know, dude. No, it's weird. Saying someone improved or got worse fucking rattles the cage more than anything.
Why?
I don't fucking know, man.
Because
Dude.
they don't see it?
No, I think they're all in or all out. Normal human beings don't have fucking thinking capabilities. And that's not true. Individuals have thinking capabilities, but then you put a mass of people, 5, and they'll fucking lose their minds.
5 is a man.
Dude, I always said this. This is a little off topic. I always said this. Ninja Turtle rule. If you get more than 4 people, fucking society's ruined.
That's like sociology stuff. They
Yeah.
do have
Number 4. There's 4. If we had 4 hosts on, we'd have a normal conversation. You get a 5th host on, and hey,
it divides the two groups.
yeah. All right. Anyway, then Bear, cover your ears.
I'm gonna go shower.
TJPW match pre-show. Yamashita, Yuka Sasaki, Tatsumi, Nakajima defeat Mizuki, Ito, Watanabe, and Yuki via Magical Girl Splash. I'm reading these results off tpww.net. No affiliation whatsoever. Just, makes it easy because the old coconut doesn't remember as much. I loved everything about this. Yamashita, if my girl leaves me, if you want a fat, white, angry nerd, I'm your guy. I just hope in the future it's more, if they're going to do supercards like this, just have them show what type of wrestling company they are. I hope they have that more. You got good-looking guys. This is a really short match. The good-looking guys defeat Segura, Kojima, and Timothy Thatcher, and Jake Lee gets the win. It was a very short match. I imagine they were pressed for time. It was also weird because this match had 2 intermissions, so I don't know what they were showing on the pay-per-view. If anyone's watching on Wrestle Universe or Amoeba, I don't know what the hell the Japanese pay-per-view company's name is. Here, let me go get it right now. Abima. Ooh. I'll do an unboxing of cool stuff I got. Probably tomorrow on Twitch.tv, and I'll put the upload here. But yeah, I love this a lot. I just got to see it thanks to Rick1982. We've been doing a lot of watch parties on Twitch for it. But yeah, good looking guys. I don't know. I'm interested in what Jake Lee could do. I just thought it was too short of a match, but it was enjoyable. Next, you got Ogawa, Hayata, Daga, and Chris Ridgway defeat Kadoge, Yohei, Yoshikyo, I totally slaughtered that name. Yoshioka. Alejandro. Bearfriend loves Alejandro. And Miyawaki. I enjoyed this match a lot. I like, you know how your brain says one thing but your heart says another. Like I knew that Daga and Chris Ridgway's group was gonna win, but I was really rooting for Yohei and Alejandro's group to win. But it was a nice fun match. Next you got Dragon Gate. Oh no! I apologize. I went too far ahead. We had a DDT showcase. The only thing I enjoyed this match. I know it wasn't for everyone. They showed their style. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. Big brains out there. Trivia question that I don't have the answer to. Was this the first time these athletes wrestled in Tokyo Dome? They tried their best DDT. Katsumuta, Mao, Kojima, and Yuno defeat Endo, Karuku, Okatani, and Masada. I enjoyed this match. I know some people said it wasn't their style, but I was glad that they could show it. The only thing I would say about this is, if I had to do it, I wouldn't have had this as the DDT representation. But that's just me, and it's the littlest of nitpicks. Next you got Dragon Gate versus Noah 6-man tag match. I really enjoyed this match. I enjoyed this match a lot. If I had to worship a corporation, perverts, who's doing it? Is it you? Is it you? I love this corporation. It makes me feel good in my belly. Ooh. If I had to worship two corporations right now, it would be Dragon Gate and Noah. But, I go where the good wrestling is, sir. If they fucking start shitting the bed and having giant 30,000 people packed Tokyo Dome shows where they get fucking swept, maybe not. But yeah, I enjoyed this match a lot. I was super pumped up for it. Marufuji, son of Dr. Wagner Jr. and Ninja Mac. I wonder if he heard me. Instead of buying really good tickets, we bought they were still expensive, but we went to so many events in February and January that we said, we could pick and choose which event and this is just managing money. We could pick and choose what ones we go to, or we can go to all of them and not sit ringside or on the first floor. So that's what we did. I know someone in the DMs made fun of me because I sat so far back. I was like, it's like I could see all of the Muta and all the New Japan and everything and be happy, and that's what I did. Dragon Gate versus Noah 6-man tag match. Marufuji. Yeah, so Noah wins. They defeat Dragon Gate. I want to see take 17. Shun Skywalker versus Ninja Mac 1v1. It might have happened already, but I would love to see that live. I really would. And I enjoyed this match a lot. Next, you got All Japan versus Noah. I was a little worried that Noah was going to win, but then I realized, oh yeah, Noah makes more money. All Japan versus Noah 6-man tag match. You got Kano, Nakajima, and Soya. Kongo. Defeat Miyahara, Sawama, and Oyagi. I probably slaughtered all those names. All Japan, you're something I have to watch because I met up with a bunch of people. Well, you're not watching All Japan? I'm like, no, dude, they send me free shit, but I never go. He's like, dude, whoa. Come here. You got to watch All Japan. I was like, what? And yeah, so it was kind of interesting. It was a good thing. And, I was hoping to see more of this match, but it broke down pretty good. It did its job. Next, you got Final de Lucha tag match. I don't know if something went wrong. I tried to watch on Wrestle Universe. I didn't see anything. I'll have to rewatch it. My question to you guys is, it was a really short match. Maybe Nasawa got hurt. Maybe they were running short on time. It was right after the second intermission, which was a bit weird. Gedo and Ishimori defeat Nasawa and Mazada. We did have a question. No real tight spot. And a couple people asked, why would you lose your last match? I think, especially in Japanese pro wrestling and most pro wrestling, you really lose your last match to give back. I really wish this was a one-on-one. I don't know if Gedo, you friends with Nasawa? You friends with everyone? Everyone loves you? Shut up. I just wish it was an Ishimori Nasawa. I don't know if something went wrong. I don't know what the situation was. Nasawa says, hey, stay back. There's an emotional moment between Ishimori and Nasawa. Via Bloody Cross, Ishimori gets the pin, and Geto is there trying to get an American chant going. Like, yeah, say his name. And people are like, we don't do that, do we? But it was emotional. And, it was an emotional night. That's Nasawa. That's the end. Oh, man. So, yeah. You got Takahashi defeated Amukasa. Totally slaughter his name every time. Via Time Bomb 2. I think everyone was cool with this match. I think no one thought that Takahashi was going to lose. I think everyone across the board was like, this is Takahashi's. Don't worry about it. We fucking got it. So yeah, it was an interesting situation. But I enjoyed the match. I wish it went a little bit longer, but it wasn't about them. I do wish though it wasn't that they got to keep the titles. It's like champ versus champ, and all right, Noah's champ lost, so it's like, oh, so the title means nothing. Well, I'm sure they won't make that same mistake twice. Next, you got Okada defeats Kiyomiya via Rainmaker. I think Okada did a lot of Okada tactics and stall tactics, but it was still a great match. He does a lot better. His style of wrestling works a lot better with the shorter matches, and it was a pretty hot fucking crowd. It was a pretty hot crowd for this match, but it was just like, it was weird because there was like fans that really loved Okada. There was fans that really loved Kiyomiya. There was like this thing about it, and then there was this fan that was special. I don't know. It was a good atmosphere. It was a good atmosphere, but Okada wins, and I never want to hear Okada talk about a World Cup again because he'll be a hypocrite. Roman Reigns, here you go, Okada. Where are you at? Okada, step into my office. Hey, how you doing? I heard you're a fucking Okada hater now. You have to defend me no matter what. But wouldn't that ruin my integrity? No matter what. All right. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Enjoy. Sit down. Here's the microphone. Hey, you look taller in real life. I'm fucking losing my mind. Where was I going with this? Halfway through the joke, I fucking ruined my joke with another joke. I'm getting old, boys. Listen, I never want to hear you ever fucking talk about a World Cup again. Because by your fucking pathetic logic, Roman Reigns wins. What do you mean? Well, all the rich companies win. All the rich companies win. No one makes more money than WWE. I mean, maybe AEW, but come on. MJF, come on. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I know. Well, hopefully a 60-minute match will fucking be better against Daniel Bryan. I understand. Is it Bryan Danielson? I'm just going to call him American Dragon so I don't get confused. Yeah, remember when he said he was going to G1? What? I was going to make a video on that, but it got too late? Don't tell him the future. All right, I'm losing my fucking mind. Basically, if fucking this piece of shit is going to have a World Cup, just give it to Roman Reigns. There you go. They make the fucking most money. If not, AEW buy it, and then you can be the world champ. And then you go, oh, money's the most important thing in wrestling. Al Snow, how you doing over there in Ohio Valley? I don't know why I was looking towards Ghetto. Sorry, you two look alike. Bling, bling. Hey, Al Snow, remember you made a little bit of a career on podcasting? And you said all that matters in wrestling is making money? And then you have Ohio Valley? Do you sell out every night? Pack arenas? What? Why don't you want to answer that? You said all that matters is making money. Are you making a lot of money? I'm sure you sell out. Dude, he hung up. Well, fucking thought we were boys. Why do I feel like I have to explain that I was talking into a phone? Anyway, I was talking into a TV commercial. Anyway, moving on. I enjoyed the match. I just feel like, once again, the rich get richer. I don't, if Kiyomiya does not resign with Noah, completely understand. If none of these athletes sign with Noah, I completely fucking understand. Why would they fucking bother? You had home field advantage. It's not like, I don't know. And then of course you got pro wrestling last love match. Naito defeats Muto via Destino. My bear friend Coco Bear said earlier, the entrance was amazing. The exit was amazing. The match and someone said something that was amazing to me, and I want to bring this up with today's athletes compared to Muta. There was a conversation that there's stages in your career. There's you're a young boy student. There's you have potential. Now you take a road of prime or missed your potential. Sonata. I'm sorry, I just yell Sonata sometimes when I hear missed potential. I don't know why. It's a tick. And then you become a legend. So there's 1, 2, 3, but this one splits up 4. You don't really if you pick, lost potential, you don't really become a legend. I mean, imagine Sonata. Why do I want to say Sonata? Why do I have a tick to say Sonata? Anyway, he said it best. Wrestlers now, the ace said, "Oh, I want to wrestle as much as 1 year longer than Muta." But here's the thing. Compare you to when he was that age. Compare. Too many people are in the prime stage wrestling like they're legends. And I don't think you should wrestle like a legend if you're in your prime state. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do what you will with that. I enjoyed it. He teased the moonsault. I absolutely fell in love with that. And yeah, I just absolutely loved it. And then after the match, Naito leaves. And some LIJ fans were upset that Naito didn't have his moment to do the roll call and all that. But I thought, to me, it was Muto's night. I don't know. And then he calls out Chono, and people were so pumped up. Sorry, I dropped something. People were so pumped up and excited. And it was just amazing and fun. And Chono never had his last match because back when he left to become one of the biggest entertainers in Japan, they didn't really have retirement matches. So they had one, and it was just special. Obviously, no one's going to give it 20 stars, but it was special, and it got me because they put him, they tap him out, and then I don't know if they showed it on television, but they showed the picture of them doing the same exact thing when they were young. It got me. So that was amazing. It was amazing. It was an event. It was definitely fucking something special. And for us old heads, it was probably more special than maybe some younger guys. But yeah, to me, it was a moment, and I'm glad I did it. I'm getting old. I'm running businesses, and I know it sounds crazy, but I was like, man, I just been the February event. I'm like, I can't wait to just yell on YouTube and play video games on Twitch. I can't wait. We're probably gonna do an AEW watch party tomorrow on Twitch. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it a lot. Was it perfect? No, but everyone's gonna look the other way because for our love of Muta. It wasn't a perfect show, but it was a special show, and it was all just because of Muta. That's it. Bam! Thanks to Sid's Light on Twitch for doing that. Sid's Light made that work. But yeah, Muta, thank you for the memories. Pro Wrestling Noah, I wish you nothing but success, but you didn't really set yourself up for success. But who knows? Maybe you could prove me wrong. And it's hard when great athletes retire. When Michael Jordan steps down, you have to change the rules. And especially too with Michael Jordan's a good example. It sucks for LeBron, aka Okada, because now that all these legends are gone, MJ, Magic, Muta, Masawa, Hashimoto are gone. Instead of waiting for you to improve and be like them, they're going to make it easier. no more hand checks. No more, and I don't know. It was a great night. Anyway, I don't want to get too emotional and cry again. Like, comment, subscribe, and I guess should I guess this is for anyone that lasts this long. Should I not respond to negative comments because then you get accused of bully, or like, no, they're fair game? Because I asked YouTube and they're like, well, if you have more subscribers than them, this is what a YouTube employee said. If you have more subscribers than them, you really can't make fun of them. Oh no, I'm sorry. If you have more. If they have less subscribers than you, you're not supposed to make fun of them because then it's kind of like bullying. So you can only punch up. But then, like, do you just ignore it? Is it not part of the conversation? I don't know. A lot of interesting stuff's happened on. Anyway, love you dudes. Like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on the Twitch machine, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all KocoSports. And with that, with less and less events, I'm going to be making more and more videos. With that, I gotta say, with that, that's my go-to. That's my, you know how Okada throws someone out of the ring and waits for 20 minutes? That's my go-to move. And with that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.